The McLaren brake steer system, also referred to as the Fiddle brake, was revealed by legendary F1 photographer Darren Heath. He spotted the rear brake on one side of the car glowing mid-corner, and when Mika Häkkinen retired from the 1997 Luxembourg Grand Prix at the Nürburgring, Heath took a photo inside the cockpit of the abandoned car, revealing the famous extra pedal. The concept was simple. Conceived by Steve Nichols and worked on by Paddy Lowe, the system allowed the rear brake on one side of the car to be applied mid-corner, which side could be altered depending on track characteristics. For 1998, the system evolved to allow the drivers to select which side rear brake was activated using a switch. But brake steer was ruled illegal at the second race of the season in Brazil, because it was effectively a form of four-wheel steering. The double diffuser was part of the famous Brawn package that dominated the early stages of 2009 and went on to win both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships. The rules permitting the architecture of the double diffuser weren't in question, but the problem was providing the necessary airflow to make this work. The solution, originally conceived by a Honda aerodynamic working group, was to create holes in the floor where there should have been none in the transition between the reference plane, the lowest part of the car's bodywork, and the step plane, 50mm higher than the reference plane and running down the car 250mm either side of the centre line. The rules stated that the transition between the reference and step plane had to be solid, hard and impervious, but this interpretation allowed multiple transitions with gaps between them to supply the airflow. Williams and Toyota also hit upon the concept, with the rest having to clone the design before double diffusers were outlawed ahead of 2011.